Alan Saint-Maximin, taking over makes me more likely to stay at Newcastle, but I want to win the Golden Globe. By the time Newcastle's players were climbing into their dune buggies to go tearing through the desert on Tuesday night, Alan Saint-Maximin was back in his hotel room, resting after another day's double training session. It is the contrasting new world of Newcastle United, Saint-Maximin reveals from that bedroom in Jeddah. Intense practice to try to keep the club in the Premier League, quiz nights with teammates to build spirit, and a trip to the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium to watch Saudi Arabia in a World Cup qualifier. Each day, on the club's first trip to Saudi Arabia since the kingdom's public investment fund took a controlling interest in Newcastle United last October, there has been an early start, a 20-minute drive to the training facilities of Al Ittihad FC, and then a 3-hour session. Gym work has followed in the afternoon. Controversy still surrounds the sale of Newcastle, and we will come to that, but Saint-Maximin admits the takeover has likely extended his time in the northeast. The club is no longer a stepping stone. He sees that most vividly in the signing of the England defender Kieran Trippier. Without the takeover, Tripp will not be here, he says. It's no longer just about, come to Newcastle, stay for 2 or 3 years, and then leave and Newcastle make money and then they bring in another player. Now we have the money to keep all the best players. He talks of the impact of a visible co-owner in Amanda Staveley and the change inside the club since Mike Ashley's 14-year ownership ended after the £305 million sale. Saint-Maximin is still only 24 and reveals a desire to win the Ballon d'Or. He talks lots about love and dreams and an unrelenting faith in God, but there is an anxiety throughout our conversation about the possibility of relegation to the Sky Bet Championship. Newcastle have won 2 games all season. The richest club in the championship is a dark joke the players are aware of. I think everyone worries a lot about going down. It is normal, he said. We need to go out of this situation. It's only by spending time together that we take care of each player and each person and the staff. It is exciting for us, but in this position, I am not like, oh yeah, some really good player is coming in. I just feel like we really need to get out of this position, and after we can think about who is there and who we want to sign. Every player we bring in, the league position doesn't change, you know. We have to get out of this position. I love Newcastle, I love the supporters. I've never seen a love like this before. Supporters cry my name in every game. It is a different feeling and I don't want to lose that, to be honest. That is why I just want to try and give everything for Newcastle to go out of this situation. For sure it feels like the club has changed. Some big changes will come in, but this will take time. Maybe 1 year, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, even more. It is about the decisions the club will make and the way we are going to play. Saint-Maximin joined Newcastle from Nice as a 22-year-old for £16.7 million in 2019, and it was a Mike Ashley world then. Keep the club up, play well, lead. He is the club's fittest top scorer with 5 Premier League goals this season. Callum Wilson, who is injured, has 6, and is their most eye-catching player. I really love the club and I really love the supporters for everything they give to me. But you always have to make a choice about your dream and what you want to achieve, he adds. If I can achieve my dream and my goal in Newcastle, I will stay for sure, but if I cannot, you need to think too about yourself, so we will see after the season what is to happen. I want to achieve so many things. I want to play for the national team, that is really important for me, to play in the World Cup. I want to play in the Champions League. I have a lot of dreams, to win the Ballon d'Or. Some people say to me, put your ambition really high, and even if you don't get there you find some good things. That is the way I think at this time. For sure, the takeover increases the chance I will stay longer. It's nothing about money, really. Newcastle had money, even before the takeover, to bring good players, but it's about a long-term vision. This can make a huge difference. The most important thing is how the people treat you. It's about the feeling you have, and at this time, with the people that are here, with Amanda, I feel really comfortable. I feel it's the right decision to be here at this time and I want to give a lot back to her. She gives you a lot and I will not forget that, for sure. Saint-Maximin is relaxed as he sits in his hotel room. He has short dreadlocks pushed to the side with a headband, an earring and a white t-shirt that says no comment. He is as interesting and colorful off the pitch as he is on it. The t-shirt begs the question, why? Why no comment? He replies, laughing, in case you ask a difficult question. So, I do. We discussed the takeover and the controversy it provoked because of Saudi Arabia's human rights record. Was it something the Newcastle players had talked about? No, we didn't talk about that, to be honest, he replied. As a player you have so many things in your life that you cannot control. We didn't think about that. It's what I say, we are really focused and we talk more about the way we play, the training, and how we can better recover. We talk about that because we are in the training ground, and this is the most important. I don't try to think about that because at this time so many things happen. Even in my life, in the club, you have to be focused on playing. You cannot put your head into too many things. If you do, after, you don't really concentrate on the pitch, so I will have nothing to say about that. But yeah, the time it took was unsettling for the players. Saint-Maximin does talk about Staveley, who owns 10% of the club through PCP Capital Partners and is on the board, and the impact of change on the football club and the city in which he is raising his children. We don't have people who just buy the club and stay away for 4 months and just come for one game and then go away for 4 months, he said. We see Amanda every week. That is good. We spend good time with her. I think it is a really good moment. I love Amanda. I hope she is going to stay a long time. The position for Amanda and what she gives to me too can help me and give me so many things, like staying all my life at Newcastle. Just now the most important thing is to fight to stay in the league, and after we see what has happened. The atmosphere has changed. The Newcastle supporters deserve that. We play a lot of away games, and I never see an atmosphere like that at Leeds on Saturday. Everyone is together. In the past 2 January transfer windows, Newcastle have signed 4 players on loan and none permanently. If the Brazil midfielder Bruno Guimarães completes his £35 million move to the club, they will have spent over £70 million in this one, having already bought Chris Wood and Trippier. Players inside the club feel the change. I really love the way we signed Trippier, Saint-Maximin said. Even with the experience he has, he made the decision to come to Newcastle, and for me this is a real man. He has signed to help the team and has not stayed in a really good position just to try to fight for the top. You can see the mentality of trips to sign for Newcastle, and you know what you want to achieve. We need more of this type of people in the club. This can help Newcastle to be safe. It's a really good player to have in the team. 2 years and a half I am here. You have some supporters who support the club for 30 years, for 40 years, and some for more. They really deserve something much better. With the takeover, every dream can start to come. It is really exciting for the club. He talks of his own journey to reach the Premier League, of the sacrifice of his parents, growing up in the suburbs of Paris. When you don't have too much money, you have to think about what you are going to eat, he said. Not everyone was there when I was in a bad position and a bad situation. Now the people see me play for Newcastle in the Premier League in every game. They think you always have the money and life is special. It is not like that. I had a really hard time when I was young. Many things happened in my life. In the bad moments, God helped me a lot to put my head down and work hard, for the health of my kids and my family, and even for myself. It is really important not to forget that. He has 2 daughters, 5 and 6, and a son, 2. They go to every game, including what could prove to be a turning point, the second victory of the season at Leeds United last weekend, when he was denied a penalty late in the match. It is difficult for me to talk about that because I was so angry with the decision, he said. It is more than 2 years in the Premier League and the referees never even give me one penalty. It is always the same. It's hard. There are 17 games to keep Newcastle in the Premier League, under manager Eddie Howe. He takes care of each player, Saint-Maximin said. You don't have some players more important than another player. This is really important and it is a good message. We work really hard and have really good training, and I like the mentality of the trainer and the philosophy he has.